Do you know what the 1% earners in America make on average a year?
Yes, 867,000 a year.
Nope, 400,000.
Really?
Yep. Even I didn't think. I thought it was higher. Like 1%. You're the 1% best in the #1 market in the world for capitalism, and it's 400,000. I think if a lot of people listening were grounded in that number, instead of 1 million, instead of more than that they would become more patient. My friends, we need to 100% step back and understand entrepreneurship is individual first and foremost, but however, we have to understand what successful entrepreneurship looks like, because there's way too many 20-year-olds, heck, there's way too many 40, 50, and 60-year-olds that think they have to make $1 million a year to be successful. You see it? Thank you, brother. Please tell me you caught that. Please tell me you got that. Did you get it? Yes. So what happens? This is not hard to me because it's what I do best. Everything else is hard to me. Like hanging a fucking picture to me is extremely hard. Ordering food, doing anything logistics oriented. Like if you told me to book my own flight home today, I'd fucking crumble like a cheap chair. I'm nervous. This is real. There is an underlining nervousness running in the background of me right now because I know I'm gonna be zoned into this. And when I'm done in 40 minutes, I'm gonna take my phone out and it's highly likely that there's some shit that's fucked up. But that is all I know. I've always wanted all the responsibility. That's all I've ever been. You got no money, you're listening to us, you're like, these two fucking guys, like, they don't fucking know me, they don't fucking get it. It's called Craigslist. There's a section. Go to Craigslist, go for sale, and then there's a button within for sale called free. Click it. In America, because we're the wealthiest fucking country in the world, even when you live in the fucking hood, when you hit free, people are giving away free shit. Old TVs, frames, video games, for free. You click the button, you go, yo, I'm coming to your house, I'm picking it up. You don't have transportation? Good. You carry a fucking chair on a bus in the fucking subway. People look at you, who gives a fuck? Fuck them. Next, you come home. I know you got a cell phone. Take a picture of the fucking chair. There's something called Facebook Marketplace. It's the eBay and Craigslist of Facebook. You put the chair on for $20. Somebody's gonna message you and buy it off of you. You can do that 50 times a month and make $3,000 a month, and now you have money. Or you can sit at home, play fucking 2K, and blame the world for your shortcomings. Same reason my 4.5-year-old comes to a TV screen and swipes it and is blown away by why it's not doing something. Everybody listening right now in 6 years is not gonna accept things not being voice activated. You're gonna text that way. You're gonna talk that way. You're gonna order, like, it's gonna be voice activated because all we care about is speed. And if I could say it faster than I text it, then I'm good. The difference between high school and college and why everybody likes, not everybody, but a lot of people like college more, there's a lot of weird shit that happens between 14 and 18. We change a lot, and like we're not ready to calibrate that. And it takes very far and few between people that can own it all the way. We're insecure. Our security is much stronger in our 20s than it is in our teens. You've matured into a place where you can own your shit, and that's why we like it better. When I was 22 to 28, I was making $35,000 to $55,000 a year. But I had no expenses. I didn't go on vacations. I didn't buy fancy things. So I saved my money. I was 33 years old and I was renting because I was saving cash to go on the offense. And so when I had a chance to invest in those companies, I put hundreds of thousands of dollars, not millions, but those hundreds made millions, made tens of millions. And so that's it, nothing crazy, nothing, I didn't have any crazy advantage. There's a lot of people that make $55,000 a year when they're 23. The problem is they go to Coachella and they want to buy a watch and they want to buy a BMW, and I didn't. So I ate shit for 13 years and then I had a moment and I struck. Like, this is basically what I did in school from 7th to 11th grade. I drew this guy in every, like literally in every class. Like in every class, this dude.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Thanks, bro.
I'm impressed, G.
Thanks, bro. Post it. It's all like. Yeah! Number 3. Cuckoo-ch, cuckoo-ch. I feel like you just like, and I'm like, say, that you only meant well. Up to it. How are you?
Can you draw clouds in the dirt?
Yes.
Look at that. Right on.
Tree. The sun. Not bad.
I know. Perfect.
That was pretty good. Never go on TV until the CD's in the stores. People would promote a week before the album was out, and there was no way to get it the next moment at your height of emotion. Way too many people in tech talk a big game before their products. They think that hype is gonna do them anything. All that hype is gonna do is clown them in the end. Credit cards, poison. Parents paying for you, poison. They're like, Gary, how am I supposed to live in New York then? Don't live in New York. Move to Ohio. Why are you supposed to live in New York? And by the way, you can. You can live in Astoria with 5 roommates. You can. When my parents came to this country with nothing, they lived in New York, they lived in Queens with 9 family members in a studio. That's what they could afford. Stand on your 2 fucking own feet. Enough.
Dave, you know this got nothing to do with you and me. We've had a lot of action here tonight at WrestleMania, but right now we want to take you back to the WrestleMania.
Oh, I thought you were a kid.
That's amazing. Holy shit. I can't believe I did that. I'm fucking crazy. You just tell them right to their fucking face. And if they say, well, we don't value the difference, say Mazel Tov and you go into the next building. Don't dwell on that conversation. Tell them right to the face what you believe and move on. I mean, it's that basic. Sitting in your bed crying about the girl that didn't want to go out with you for a year is not gonna let you find the next girl.
Yeah, agreed.
People think their kids are less social, they're more social. What happened if you were in a school that you got bullied and it wasn't nice and you had no friends, but now you can go on Twitch and play video games with the people that have your interests? You have an outlet. They're closer to each other because of these things during the off season when they're in different places. I just unbelievably am non-romantic about how you and I grew up versus how they do. I'm just a big believer that humans are the greatest animal of all time and we adjust to our realities. And yeah, I just don't see it. I don't give a shit that you didn't grow up with it. I don't give a shit that you hate going to a restaurant and seeing 2 people on the phone. I don't give a if you're judging your grandkids. They're so introverted now, they don't know how to communicate, they don't look in your eye. You, grandpa, this is the new game. You know how fucking happy I was at 27, making $40,000 a year, fucking working 15 hours a day, 7 fucking days a week, building a business that wasn't even mine? Happy as fuck. While my friends were flossing, rolling up to my store in their BMWs that they couldn't afford, clowning behind my back that I was carrying out their case of champagne, I was fucking plotting. I was in my process. You guys think I'm successful now? I'm 43, motherfucker. I haven't even fucking started. You know what's amazing? TikTok and LinkedIn and WhatsApp are the biggest thing I talked about with my team today. Not a peep about that shit 6 months ago. I want to be the best in the world at observing where attention is and at executing on it. Good news, Gary. Attention will move until the day you die.
Are we 10 for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Speaking.
Yes.
One more time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10.
Oh, thank you.
I never say 8.
It's my dad's birthday tomorrow.
Yes.
So do you mind saying happy birthday?
Yes.
to him?
What's his name?
His name is Vinayak. So, it's the other way. You just gotta stop that.
Vinayak, it's Gary V. I'm here with your son.
What up?
He's good looking, which means you're good looking. Have the best birthday ever, man. Take care.
Appreciate that.
You asked for an internship?
You ask for work?
How many times have you randomly done stuff? Yes, met someone, got on a phone. How many times?
More than I could ever keep track of.
In a world where you can get to almost anybody because of Twitter, again, a true social network, more so than comments on content, it's harder to get to people through email, but that will still work too. There are tens of thousands wildly accomplished CEOs that will absolutely hire you on spec from one request to get experience, whether they give you an internship or pay you minimum wage or even give you a salary. It is a wide open field. It's about asking. I'm blown away by the establishment, by parents, by the market, by the elders, and even by some of the kids within the age demo of the gross underestimation of this 11 to 16-year-old, this 10 to 19-year-old demo. What world do you think they're gonna be living in 2025. And so all these critiques you have about what they're doing, and they're not socially this, and they're not good enough, and they don't work hard enough, I don't know what you're paying attention to. Watching these kids grind and hustle and create content and ideas and businesses in these social networks, why don't you shut the fuck up and go to Instagram for 3 hours and stop judging and pay attention to the explosion of this creative hustler class that is the teenagers and the dominant leaders of our future. Is it possible that I'm a mutant because I can literally, even though I'm 1 second ago, complete insanity in my brain, that if I turn on my sound machine, we'll go to sleep immediately?
And you go immediately to sleep and you don't wake up.
You could literally come into my house, punch me in the face, and I will not wake up.
That means you're way too exhausted.
It would make a lot of sense. Turn off the music out even for the first time. I think I just eliminated for the first time in my career the excuse of no money. It's over. It's called Craigslist free section. I was about to say buy it. Go take it for free. My friend, Craigslist free, relist on Facebook Marketplace. I think you can make, man, I really think a real hustler, I think $300 a week if you're not even doing it full time. I think if you take your 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., Monday and Tuesday, I think it's $300 a week, man. This is it? Fuck. Babin, don't film this, it's devastating. All right, film it, it's funny. Why does this hurt so fucking bad? Shit. Right there, down. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Break my fucking back. More, that right there, Ty.
It's that right there. Right?
That right there, yep. Tyler's got it, guys. Fuck, this hurts like hell. Tyler's got it though. Tyler, keep doing that. God, fuck. If you're sitting here right now, never heard of me, and you're like, fuck this guy, I don't like his bravado. I don't give a fuck either. I don't care if you think I'm the best. I don't care if you think I'm the worst. I'm just in my shit because I'm grounded, because I know what I am and I know how I'm trying to live my life. And I want that for every fucking person, because let me tell you something, it fucking is the best. I know there's probably some of you that don't know who I am. I'm an entrepreneur born in Belarus, came to the US, grew up very entrepreneurial, lemonade stands, baseball cards, always making a buck, making a couple $1,000s a weekend when I was a kid. Eventually joined my dad's liquor store business, took it from a $3 to a $60 million e-commerce business, became an early investor in Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Uber, Snapchat, Pinterest, went on to build a very large global agency called VaynerMedia, 5-time New York Times best-selling author, and arguably the greatest keynote speaker of all time, according to my mom and dad.
We just have like silly questions for you. You need your arch nemesis.
Tom Brady.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan, I'm putting 2.
Okay.
I sometimes have a 1-hour meeting with a company, fly from New York to Chicago, walk in, sit down, start the presentation, and end it after 10 minutes, because I already know it's over. Don't try to convince anybody. The number one mistake is people spend too much time trying to convince them instead of finding the person that already understands. My friend, I've been right and early for the last 20 years of my life. I have spent almost no time trying to convince anybody. Every minute that you spend trying to convince somebody who's already no is a minute that you're not spending trying to find somebody that will say yes.
How do you think I should?
Everything.
Where do I start?
What do you mean? We're to eBay, completed items, search eBay. I'm gonna show you.
I'm so freaking new. I'm so dumb.
eBay, right? Now you're going to garage sales. You're like, oh shit, I see a lot of salt and pepper shakers. Then you go to filter, sold and completed items, sort, highest price, and then you're like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
$441, $600, $1,000. Like, this little bird is $325. You're not buying this little fucking bird at a garage sale if you don't know.
Who bought this for $350?
Salt and pepper shaker fucking collectors. Why would people buy sneakers for $500? They collect them.
Right.
Why do people buy shirts? They collect them. Why do people buy bracelets? They like them. People buy everything. Everything can be flipped.
Thanks, Eric.
You got it.
10 seconds of advice.
Don't listen to anybody, not your mama, not this guy, not me. Just listen to your heart. Like, I'm old. We didn't have YouTube or the internet to like do practical things around what you love, and you can, and that's serious.
There it is.
You don't have any video games, do you?
Yeah, we do. What kind?
Like Nintendo games, or?
Oh, yeah.
I saw the Guitar Hero thing, not that. Directly see you, by the way. DS games and the good stuff. Sonic, Zelda, Sonic, Pokemon, Sonic. We are looking them up right now. Boom, right off the bat, $40 for this Zelda, $25 for this Sonic. Let's go to the next one. We're not spellers, Lou. Not spellers. We're not spellers, we're sellers, motherfucker. Bang. Losing.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Just everything I can to make them.
That's amazing. Wait, you don't sing?
Birthday to you.
Thank you. I see what you got.
I didn't know they were tricking.
I know what they did. Okay, get out of here. Parents give money because they want control. Listen, I get tens of thousands of DMs from kids that are in their 20s and 30s that have deep underlying resentment and depression because their parents are quietly paying for their lives. Which I then tell them, like, don't take the money, jerk. If you don't stand on your own 2 feet and you're a grown-up, you will be sad. Thank you. Go ahead, Jonathan.
Made progress on that, but it's going slower than I'd like because we only made a couple $1,000.
Only made a couple thousand.
Oh
my God.
Punch him.
How much did you have before?
0.
I can see the mistakes she's making. I see the friends leaving her.
My recommendation, honey, you notice how Kelly doesn't hang out with you anymore? It's because you weren't compassionate to her. One day, you're gonna really, like, this is gonna be a problem. Instead of going with that.
That's me right now.
Right, no, I know that's where you are. You go with the, like, honey, you do you. You know you. I'm observing, and I'm actually wildly neutral on this, even though I'm your dad, because I love you. If you ever want my outside observation, which you don't want now, let me know. That's a great way of saying it. But now you're delivering it in a way where you're talking even, not down, and nobody likes being talked down to, especially kids. What's her name?
Ava.
Ava, promise me one thing. Don't listen to dad. You know what you're doing, but kindness always wins in the end. People buy followers on social, guys, some of you did it. You know how I know? You can't have 800,000 followers on Instagram and get 27 comments and 94 likes. You never trick winners. When people DM me, yo Gary Vee, check me out, I'm killing it, and they've got 900,000 followers on Instagram, but they don't actually have it, I reply, no you aren't, and then their feelings are hurt. And it makes me feel awesome. You know what your next Instagram post should be instead of taking $400 for a sponsored ad? What can I do for you guys to make this account better? And then read all the comments and then act on them.
I've just gotten a lot of hate on like the small videos that I've already.
Fuck those guys. Anybody that's giving you hate has it way worse than you.
Yeah.
They're spending time hate.
Yeah.
I get hate every day.
Yeah.
I get hate constantly. You've got to practice not valuing other people's opinions.
Yeah.
From your mom to a stranger.
Right.
Let me tell you a secret. Going to parties or renting a yacht when you don't have it to play the part, you're tricking 93% and it feels real good. You might be tricking 93%, but the 7% that rule the world think you're a clown because they can see the short-term bullshit behavior. There's a lot of people that I've crossed out that everybody thinks is super cool and they're not gonna be here in 6 years because I've been through this before. You're 15 now. When you're 51 or when you're 91, you're gonna be stunned how little you care. There's unbelievable happiness that comes along with self-belief. Let me tell you how it plays out. Prince, as he was taking his last breath, and it's a big shout out to Prince, I'm a huge fan. I don't think Prince cared what Billboard magazine said or what anybody said. If I could get 4 of you to understand, it's just not gonna matter.
Embarrassed by
Embarrassed?
Okay.
The only thing I'm proud of in my life is that I'm a shit student. That I spit in the face of the system when nobody else was doing it
But
back then.
is not going to work for all the other kids that are listening out there. It's your journey. It's not going to be
right.
someone else's journey.
If you want to work at Goldman Sachs, you better get good ass grades and you better go to like Wharton and you better go to Harvard. Like you have to know yourself and know what you want. Here's the scariest scenario. You're an entrepreneur and you're passionate about it. You can't breathe if you don't do it. And your parents make you take on debt to go to a shitty college because they want to feel good that you went to college to their other friends. That to me is scary as fuck. Do both.
You don't think it's too much?
No, I mean, I don't know you.
Sure.
I don't know your work ethic, your ambition. It depends on how hungry you are.
Yeah.
Like you may say, Gary, that doesn't work for me because I want to watch Netflix or be part of the dart team or play, and that's great. Then you got to pick one.
Yeah.
But it is definitely not too much. And then this way you'll know which one you like better.
Happier, college or not?
The biggest thing I would tell a 17-year-old is you have so much time, it's actually laughable. I mean, when we were 21, a 41-year-old was like almost dead. The oldest shit of old time. And now we feel like we're 21 still in our brains. Maybe don't look, you know, the wrinkle, we got the wrinkles now, but like make a decision, whether gap year, college or not, completely predicated on realizing that your life is so long You have so much time. You can probably make nothing but mistakes for the next 13 years of your life and probably still have a tremendously happy life. And once you wrap your head around that, it probably empowers you to make the best decision for yourself. How many people by show of hands have heard me over the last 6 months pound into your fucking skull TikTok and LinkedIn? Raise your hands. Stand up if you've heard it. Don't bullshit me, stand up. Like, this is crazy. There's people in here who haven't, you can sit down, who haven't posted 5 times yet on TikTok. I am giving the fucking game away for free, and you motherfuckers aren't executing.
Have you heard of durian?
Oh my God.
The smell is so strong that many hotels and public transit systems have banned durian because they find the smell so unpleasant.
Well, first and foremost, the smell. On
Oh
the subway.
God, this is good.
It's
and
banned.
bad. It's super interesting.
So, like, I think this is how much you're supposed to eat. I think.
You got it.
All right, then you.
It's good. You weren't ready for it? It's some weird stuff, man. Are you devastated that you were defeated and I was unbelievably remarkable with
it's not a competition. Who said it's a competition?
My friend, everything is a competition.
All right.
Everything.